I am Raziel.
What is up, guys? Raziel here, and it has been a while. You're probably wondering, what the fuck is going on and where the Blood Death Knight has been. I got really, really busy with life, my job. Won't go into details about my job, but yeah, I got really busy. Sometimes my job can take me away for a couple months at a time where I don't have a whole lot of time. Um, However, it's not the main reason. If I really wanted to during that time, I could have put something together. What ultimately I quit the World of Warcraft about 5 months ago, 3 months ago. I don't remember. Like a week or two, a couple weeks after my last video. Yeah, I don't play WoW anymore. I played the game off and on for 12 years. I had some of the best memories I've ever had, and met some pretty fucking awesome people. Met a lot of cocksuckers too. That's beside the point. My time with it, is done, and I feel no desire, no pull to go back to the game. So you may be wondering why I quit. Maybe you don't give a fuck, and if not, then why are you watching this video? If you want to know why I quit the game, to be honest, it's plain and simple. I was not having fun anymore. The game felt like a chore. Everything. Blizzard has lost their way. I mean, Blizzard has been a mess, in my opinion, ever since Activision took over, and it's only gotten worse through the years. And they don't know what they're doing with the game anymore. The skill cap is the ceiling for skill is very low, and there's really no class in the game that's hard to play in any way, shape, or form. You don't have to think about your rotations and things like that. It's also streamlined and easy for all the casual Facebook, millennial kids that want just free purples and no effort put into it. You don't get any. I was no longer getting sense of accomplishment out of doing anything in the game. Nothing seemed fun anymore to me. I'll give Legion that it was a better expansion than WoD, but that's not saying a whole lot. That's like saying eating a stale piece of bread is better than eating a pile of dog shit. It's it is what it is. The biggest problems, in my opinion, the directions that WoW is going, way too much RNG. There's nothing fun about, I live, a 4-hour drive from Las Vegas, 6-hour drive from Las Vegas. If I want to gamble, I can do it anytime I want. So I don't want to play a game to gamble. I want to feel like there's something I can shoot for. It's going to be hard to get, challenging to get, but it's guaranteed I'll get that thing if I put in the effort and the time. While with, Mythic Plus, which is just the same thing over and over and over, another reason why I don't play Diablo 3 almost at all anymore is because it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's Mythic Plus, it never appealed to me from the beginning, but the loot's so random, everything's so random. World quests are just dailies, and the reward is always random. Everything's random. The whole, I think, Warforged, Titanforge system completely fucked over the entire loot system in the game, beyond repair at this point. It's epics mean nothing anymore. Now legendaries mean nothing anymore. You have to have them. Everyone has legendary. Legendary items, and it's just stupid. It's just everything is so dumb in that game now. I mean, I know I'm kind of rambling here. I'm just going off the top of my head. This isn't scripted at all. But there's nothing appealing. I mean, the only good thing about WoW are the raids. And that's kind of how it's been for a long time. The raids are fun, but I was even finding it a chore to do those because a lot of my friends had quit the game. And I realized the only reason I was even still playing through WoD, I didn't play a lot through WoD, but through Legion up to the point where I quit. And even things like Mists of Pandaria and shit like that, I played for the people I was playing with, because I liked playing games with them. and most of them are gone. And I found no desire. I'm old, set in my ways. I'm not gonna go try to make new friends, especially in the world of WoW. I mean, WoW's probably got one of the most toxic communities of any game ever. With I think the only community I can think of that's more toxic and full of shitheads than WoW is probably Call of Duty, which I don't play that at all. Haven't for years. So it's and Blizzard just keeps shoving this low quality content out, just tons and tons and tons of content rolling out that is not appealing at all, and it's just more RNG and more super grindy, get an extra 1% in your artifact weapon or whatever, and that's just the way they're going to go, because that keeps, I guess, enough people playing that they don't have to put any more effort than that in. I hate how much they time gate everything. Everything is gated. They force you to wait and waste time grinding to stay, ahead, and it's just not. It's not, to me, an MMO anymore. I mean, it's massive online, so it is the MMO part, but the RPG part, the part about being a character in another world and, escaping from your life, which is why most gamers game, because it's fun and you get to be somebody else for a while. You get to do something else for a while, be a hero, be whatever, a villain, whatever you want. But that's gone in WoW, and it's been gone for a long time. The whole community feel, I think, started to go away the first time they added, looking for a group, the queue where you could queue, and you got so much anonymity. It was ridiculous. Back in Classic, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King before they added that. Like you had a server reputation. If you were an asshole, it encouraged you to be nice to people and to be helpful, because if you were an asshole or you stole something from somebody, or people would know you and wouldn't like you. You couldn't just drop $10 and change your character's name and get away with it. So the whole reason I started playing MMOs back in 1999 was, and I played MUDs before that. Look it up if you don't know what the fuck a MUD is, an MUD. But it's like an MMO, but all text-based, and I played those over Telnet for years before WoW came out and before my first MMO, Asheron's Call, came out in 99. But I digress. It doesn't matter. Been playing MMOs for a long time, and I realized that I didn't feel the way about the genre in general anymore. I just, WoW doesn't do it for me at all anymore. I don't foresee me coming back. So now you may be saying, well, what am I doing now with this channel, with gaming? And I am still playing an MMO, and I'm going to focus this channel. If you're interested, you can stay subscribed, keep watching. If not, no hard feelings. I know you came to this channel for WoW, for Death Knights in specific, but right now I'm playing Final Fantasy 14. And this is, again, my opinion, so, flame me all you want, but you can go fuck yourself. I don't care what your opinion is about the game. I enjoy it. Final Fantasy 14 is extremely fun. The reward system is there's very little, if any, RNG in gearing up and doing things, and getting items that you really want that are hard to get, so you feel accomplished when you do them. I've always loved Final Fantasy games. The first role-playing game I ever played, other than Zelda, was when I was a kid, was Final Fantasy 2. And it was, I've loved the series ever since. And something that's great, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy about 14, is they're always adding in things that from other Final Fantasy games. Adding in that nostalgia and that fan service of, and it's really fun. Something else, and again, I'm not trying to turn this video into a World of Warcraft versus Final Fantasy 14 video. I'm just going to make a couple points. The things I like about Final Fantasy 14, and I think it's a far superior game, is first and foremost the community. The community is fantastic in Final Fantasy 14. They're helpful, they're knowledgeable. You don't run into near as many pricks and assholes and jerk-offs as you do in WoW, in my opinion, so far in my experience of Final Fantasy 14, and I've been playing 14 for 3 years off and on as well, but I always felt obligated to go back to WoW because that's where my friends were. But now, I don't give a shit. I'll play Final Fantasy 14, and I will make new friends on that game because it's a lot easier. In fact, I already joined a free company, which is a guild, and I'm having a blast on the game. I play a Dark Knight, which is very similar to Death Knight. So Blood DKs that are currently playing WoW, if you're looking for something else, I say get Final Fantasy 14 and play Dark Knight, because it's fantastic. But and similar, but the skill cap is so much higher. You can obviously tell a good Dark Knight from a bad one, one who knows how to play and one who doesn't. It's Final Fantasy 14 really, to me, brings the RPG back into it. It's got a fantastic community. The reward system, it's you can aim for things and get them, and it's not all RNG. Very little RNG actually is involved. The world is gorgeous. The music is the best music of any RPG game I've ever played. I mean, it's absolutely amazing music. They reward you for staying subscribed to the game. You get mounts, you get transmog, and Final Fantasy is called glamour. But you get transmog. They have housing. You can buy your own house. You can do all this stuff. The graphics, in my opinion, are 10 times better than WoW. And a lot of people say they don't like about Final Fantasy 14. Well, a lot of people that have been playing WoW for a long time is they don't like the combat because they think it feels slow. I totally 100% disagree. Yeah, the GCD is longer, but there's all these other abilities as you level up, and I will give it to them that the beginning of Final Fantasy 14, the early leveling feels very slow because you don't have hardly any abilities. But as you get to level cap and you have all your abilities, there's so many gaps you can fill in your GCD with a lot of abilities that aren't on the GCD. The combat is fun to me. I really enjoy it. It's and again, like I said, it has a very high skill cap, and the DPS classes insanely high skill cap to perform well. I can't speak for the healing class in the game because I've never played a healer, but I know people really enjoy it. I'm having a blast with the new expansion of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood that came out about a week ago, and a little less than a week ago, and I say give it a try. Right now in Final Fantasy XIV, you can get a free trial, and you can level every class in the game up to 35 if you want. The level cap right now is 70. And you can, that's a nice thing too. In Final Fantasy XIV, you only need to make one character, and you can switch classes whenever you want, as long as you're out of combat or you're not in an instance. You can change your class and be a different class if you want. And they added 2 new classes, and there's so many different classes in the game, way more than WoW. And to me, I feel immersed in that world, and I love the community, and it's a lot of fun, and it's brings back the joy that I felt for MMO. So as far as my channel and everything's going, I'm going to be focusing mainly on Final Fantasy XIV guides, things like that. I will be streaming on Twitch as soon as I get that account finished setting up. Again, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing it to try to get a bunch of donations on Twitch. I just want to try the Twitch thing out, see if I like it, see if I enjoy it, see if people like watching me play. And if not, I don't give a fuck. Because I keep things honest. I say how I feel about things. I'm not gonna lick Blizzard's ass at all, and never have, never will. I'm not gonna defend them over their terrible choices. Same thing goes for Square Enix, the company that makes Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not gonna defend their stupid decisions either. There's things they do. I'm gonna always speak my mind, and just say what I think and call things how I see them. But right now, Final Fantasy XIV is a lot of fun. I'll also probably add on my channel and on my Twitch channel some Destiny 2 when it comes out. We'll be playing Destiny 2 because I enjoyed Destiny. It was kind of a shallow game, but a lot of my friends play, and I enjoy. And I'm never going to be a hardcore on Destiny, but I enjoy playing Destiny, and I'm going to look forward to Destiny 2 and put a handful of hours a week in that game. So, but that's pretty much where my channel is going. Again, like I said earlier, and I'm sorry for the length of the video. I totally understand. If you don't want to stay subscribed, I appreciate it if you do. Maybe if take a look at Final Fantasy XIV and the content I make, and see if it's something you might be interested in. You may be looking and have been looking for a while for this same as another game away from WoW for the same reasons that I quit. If not, if you still really enjoy WoW, whether you're a Blizzard fanboy or you just really, maybe you're newer at the game, you've been playing it for 4 or 5 years and you still really enjoy it, more power to you. Keep playing. If you enjoy it, if you can honestly say you're having fun and you enjoy your time playing, then keep doing it. If you don't, these are video games. They're made to be enjoy and give us enjoyment and happiness and fun. And if they're not doing that, if they feel like a job, if they feel like you dread doing it, then what the fuck are you paying money to do that for? You're pretty much being somebody's fucking bitch at that point. So anyway, again, apologize for the length of the video. I'm going to have some Final Fantasy XIV content here soon, and also I will be updating you probably in my next video about my Twitch channel and its future and what I'm going to do with that. So everybody, thanks for checking in on Raziel, and keep it real, guys.